Hello everyone. Today we will be starting about the chapter macrolides. That is an important antibiotic that is coming under 6th semester medicinal chemistry. So we are learning different type of antibiotics in this category. So macrolide is one of the antibiotic, as we have classified the antibiotics in a different category according to their chemical structure. Macrolide is one of the chemical structure which is having a large lactone ring and having a sugar moiety. Two methyl sugar moieties are there, and one, two keto group is there. So if you can see the structure here, you can see the this is the lactone ring, and at the 1 and 9 position, two keto groups are there, and two amino sugar is there. So if we can go the description about this drug, so we can see a large lactone ring which named the macrolide, and two ketone group, and a glycosidically linked amino sugar. Actually, this is a 12, 14, and 16 atom carbon containing compound with olefinic group, and it is having different type of carbon number in different drug also. There are different derivatives of this drug also, which is containing 12 or 14 or 15 or 16 membered carbon. So if we start the numbering, it is easy to remember the position. So the numbering will be started from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So actually, if we remember the number of 2 table, then we can get the position of the CH3 group. See, at the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12, there are CH3 group. See, CH3, 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 CH3. So if you vice versa remember, at the 3 and 5 position, two glycosidic sugar moiety is there, and at the 1 and 9 position, two keto group is there. Apart from this, at the 12 and 6 position, two CH3 group along with the wedge or R1 group is there. Along with R1, another group is there, R2, that is positioned in the sugar moiety. So macrolide classification, going to 12 membered, 14 membered, 15 membered, 16 membered, 17 membered. 12 membered is methamycin, 14 membered is natural compound, erythromycin, clindamycin. So this drug can be semi-synthetic also, that is derivatized natural compound, roxithromycin, clarithromycin, like this. And one of the most important 15 membered drug is azithromycin, that is the mostly used drug. Next, 16 membered, they are also classified into two categories: natural compound, semi-synthetic. That is natural compound, you can give the example of spiramycin, and semi-synthetic, that is rocketamycin, and it's a 17 membered lancashide. Now coming to the mechanism, so bacteria having the protein is synthesized and that is transferred to another bacteria and the cell division occurs. But if the protein synthesis is inhibited, and that will binding to the 50s ribosome of the cell, as a result, that will prevent the translocation step of bacterial photosynthesis. Actually, it is breaking down the synthesis of protein, as a result, bacterial growth will be inhibited. So broadly based non-specific resistance to the antibacterial action of the erythromycin among many species of gram-negative bacilli appears to be largely related to the inability of the antibiotic to penetrate the cell wall of the organism. So if it is produce different inability of the antibiotic, so that cell will not be growing. This is a diagram where you can see this is the ribosome where the cell is 50 subunit, 30 subunit. 30 subunit will be prevented or blocked by aminoglycoside, it is like type of drug. But in case of 50s, it is binded by macrolide and streptogramin. So RNA actually carrying different amino acids which are placed in the on a sequence. So apart from these amino groups, it will be attracting the macrolide, which is also containing some amino group. As a result, inhibition or irreversible inhibition will be there. So this drug is basically positive against the gram-positive bacteria, both cocci, bacilli, and some gram-negative cocci like Neisseria gonorrhoeae, and some of the important bacteria, Treponema pallidum, are also killed by this drug. Now there are different type of varieties of drug like erythromycin, azithromycin, erythromycin, lactobionate. These are the different salt form of the drug. Okay, clarithromycin, azithromycin, and landiomycin, lincomycin. Okay, lincomycin hydrochloride. This is the different salt like clindamycin, molecular antibiotics. So up to these, we will be getting the different structure of the macrolide. But in case of some another compound like vancomycin, there is a larger component of the natural drug. Next, chloramphenicol. Next, this chloramphenicol having the erythrin 3 isomer that will be discussed, and we will be going for the synthesis of the chloramphenicol also. That will also be discussed. Now, first going to the erythromycin. Actually, this drug is also having the three another parts: erythromycin A, B, and C. So, if we give in the simple structure, so erythromycin, this is a mother component macrolide, where at the 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and 13. So, these are the two table of 2. If you remember, the CH3 group is there, but at the 12th position, R1 and CH3 group is there. So if is R1 equals to OH, it will be erythromycin A. But if equals to R1 equals to H2, then erythromycin B will be there. Then another component is erythromycin C also. Actually, erythromycin C is what? They are effective against different analogs. This C analog differs from erythromycin by replacing the methyl group of the cladinose moiety. Okay, here we have forgot to say that erythromycin having the two components of the sugar that are named as cladinose and desoxamide. You can see desoxamide and cladinose. See the structure, we are just desoxamide. Here desoxamide, one group will be dimethylamine group, and in case of cladinose, one CH2 group has been introduced to this simple sugar moiety, or you can say this is the amino sugar moiety. So in case of C analog, the methyl group of the cladinose will be, this is a cladinose, sorry, the cladinose, the C group, the cladinose will be established by another component of hydrogen drug. This is the erythrocyte A and B. The amino sugar attached to a glycosylated link of the C6, C5 disoamine. The structure found to be very effective or either effective against the macrobiotics drugs. Then there are other descriptions also. Another details. Okay. Now we have prepared this drug as different source of energy. Why water soluble is being used? Because it will increase the acid solubility, and it will not be done by the acids. Next, same things are here. So the acid erythromycin, which is having different source, different metals, so it produces salt. So but instead of the two hydrogen,
আমাকে একটা কথা বল, ওখানে আমি দেখতে পাচ্ছি যে ছবিটাতে সিগনেচার করা একবার একটু ডিপার্টমেন্টে আমার কাছে দরকার, সোনালির কাছে যে ডিপার্টমেন্ট তাকে তো সাথে খুব ভালো ছবি আছে ফার্মা ডিপার্টমেন্ট যদি এডিট করি শুনুন আমার.
Next, there are different sorts like erythrocytal succinate. Next, clarithromycin. So the clarithromycin here, the methylation of the 6-hydroxy group. At the 6th position, hydroxy group will be methylated. So this erythromycin creates a chemical derivative that fully retains the antibiotic properties of the parent antibiotic, which markedly decreases the ability to treat and to be ready for the action. So only clarithromycin has 6 hydroxy. Replaced. Now coming to the erythromycin. Semisynthetic derivative of erythromycin replaced by hydrogen replacement of
তো যে করছিল তার ব্যাপার। আমি তো অন্য কিছু বলিনি যে
Next,
লেখার ভেতরে এই
address.
ভুল আছে, ডেডিকেশন এই ভুল আছে, আমি তো ছবি দিচ্ছি, আমি দেখবো না সেটা কি? আমি অন্য কোনো জায়গায় কিছু বলছি না যে এখানে এটা ভুল, এখানে এটা আছে, কিচ্ছু বলছি না। আমি বেসিক জিনিস আছে ছবিটা, বেসিক। আমি যে ছবিটা দিচ্ছি এই ছবিটা তাহলে এই ছবিটা যেখান থেকে পাওয়ার ভাই সব থেকে বড় কথা, লেখাটাও তো আমি আপনাদের
Next,
শেয়ার
Lignomycin. Lignomycin is another drug.
মেনে মেনে আসি, তাহলে কি একবার খোঁজ করে দিন যে সাথে কোন
Then,
নাম ছবি আছে নাকি?
clinomycin has a
আমাদের
glycolate,
যে বা মানে রোল নাম্বার এখানে
fibrate.
কোন নম্বর পাওয়া যাবে সাথে, তাহলে কি তার কোনো একটা ভালো ছবি আছে, পার্টিকুলার সাথীকেই কি ফোন করে বলা হয়েছে যে তুমি এরকম একটা লেখা পাঠানো আছে? সেটাই তো বলছি, তাহলে যে এডিট করেছে তাকে আরো ভালো করে দেখাও দিতে হবে ফলো। ঠিক আছে, রাখছি। হুম, বলুন।
Next, we are going to the chloramphenicol. That is one of the important drug for the macrolide. Actually, macrolide chloramphenicol that doesn't contain. It contains two important phenyl group. So if we go for the nomenclature, 2,2-dichloro-N, 1,3-dihydroxy, 1,4-nitrophenyl, propan 2 acetamide. So 2,2-dichloro at the 1 and 2 position, 2,2-dichloro, N, 1R and is 2SR. 3,3-dioxy, C, and 1,3-dioxy, and 4,4-atrophenol hormone revenge. Next, the first of the widely used broad spectrum antibiotic is process-derivative process. And next, actually, the compound having the two chiral carbons atoms in the acrylamide propanediol biological activity is having the L3 isomer and D3 isomer. So if you saw the mirror images, see erythro pair, the same pair, that this is showing that which at the hydrogen at the on site hydrogen has a message. But now this is the erythro pair, sep pair, and erythro pair. Now you can see the structure of the H generation. Okay, this is the L3 and isomer. Okay. Now the drug is called then হচ্ছে beta then going to the amyl this has one and this is the process where two direct phenyl has been reacted with nitrogen and is producing the last compound. So up to this here I am completing. For the next you will be following your books for more study.